In off-grid power systems, the default method for evaluating battery health relies on a single telemetry point, the total aggregate bank voltage. Operators look at the inverter screen, check the top-line number, and assume it accurately reflects the state of the entire string. This telemetry creates a measurement blind spot. A dashboard can display an acceptable 24.8 volts, but beneath that reading, individual units experience extreme divergence. Unit 1 is pushed to 13.4 volts, while Unit 2 drops to 11.4. At these divergent levels, the batteries are operating outside of their safe chemistry windows. The unit at 11.4 volts is low enough to begin the process of sulfation, while the unit at 13.4 volts is under constant thermal stress from overcharging. In any series circuit, end-to-end voltage measurements mask component-level behavior. The aggregate math hides the imbalance, ensuring the earliest indicators of systemic failure remain invisible to the operator. The only quantifiable indicator of this hidden failure is a metric known as midpoint voltage drift. Trusting aggregate inverter telemetry leaves advanced practitioners blind to an imbalance that compounds over time. It allows internal resistance to systematically degrade the energy storage system, even while the control panel reports that the system is healthy. To understand where this failure originates, we have to look at a mathematically perfect 24-volt series model. The individual voltages add together to meet the demand, but the current passing through every component is perfectly identical. Current cannot split, diverge, or bypass a node in this configuration. Every cell is forced to carry the exact same electrical load, regardless of its individual health or capacity. This model breaks down as soon as we introduce a localized increase in internal electrical resistance. In the field, this resistance shift is triggered by real-world variables, slight variations in manufacturing batches, chronological battery aging, micro-corrosion on a terminal, or cables cut to unequal lengths. The way this resistance reacts under a load is defined by Ohm's law. Voltage sag equals current multiplied by resistance. Because the current remains strictly constant across the entire system, any increase in resistance mathematically guarantees a disproportionately large voltage drop across that specific weakened unit. A microscopic variation in physical resistance alters the electrical behavior of the entire string. The result is a system that is no longer matched. When the inverter draws current, that resistance disparity manifests as asymmetrical physical stress. This graph tracks individual component behavior during a discharge cycle. Both units begin at 12.7 volts, but as the load hits, the battery with higher internal resistance suffers an exaggerated voltage collapse. To maintain the 24-volt output demanded by the inverter, the stronger battery is mathematically forced to compensate, holding a higher voltage while its partner sags. The same disparity creates a different problem when the recharge cycle begins. During the charge phase, the unit with higher resistance accepts the incoming charge unevenly. This causes the other unit to reach an overvoltage state before the bank is actually full. In lead-acid systems, this charging spike leads to electrolyte boiling. In lithium setups, it triggers the internal battery management system to disconnect the entire bank to prevent cell damage. This repeated cycle of heat and over-discharge inflicts structural damage on the battery plates, which reduces the unit's actual storage capacity. This degradation is self-accelerating. The capacity loss creates even more internal resistance, which increases the voltage divergence in the following cycle. Eventually, the weaker unit's internal structure fails. The localized resistance turns electrical current into heat, leading to warped terminals or catastrophic mechanical failure. Midpoint drift is a compounding physical feedback loop. Every charge and discharge cycle reinforces the existing imbalance, accelerating the degradation of the weakest link in the string. To intercept this failure, we have to apply a diagnostic methodology that exposes the imbalance within the series string. The solution is to bypass end-to-end measurements by isolating the specific midpoint node that physically links the series units together. In a healthy 24-volt system, the reading from the midpoint terminal to the negative terminal must equal half of the total bank voltage. Any measurable deviation from that half-voltage baseline is proof that localized internal resistance is building inside the string. It is critical that this diagnostic test is performed while the system is drawing a load, rather than at rest. Resting measurements are often deceptive. Weak batteries frequently exhibit a surface voltage that appears healthy until current is actively pulled from the cells. While midpoint drift is a result of physical laws, strict hardware standards can slow its progression. Series construction requires absolute symmetry. Units must be paired with the same battery chemistry, capacity, chronological age, and manufacturing batch. You eliminate externally introduced resistance by using identical cable lengths and adhering to strict terminal torque limits for all connections. A stable aggregate readout does not guarantee a healthy system. True longevity in power engineering requires tracking the symmetry of individual nodes to isolate failures before they compromise